Hi, good afternoon to Miss Nabiha and my friend. Today, my group will present for parent teacher relationship. Our assignment is about article review. Before we move into our introduction, we will introduce ourselves.
Hi, my name is Nornisa binti Abdul Hakim.
My name is Nur Soliha binti Khairuddin.
My name is Oi Sing Mei.
My name is Rashida binti Mahaburkai.
My name is Siti Maisarah binti Syarani.
First, I'm gonna talk about introduction. For our article review is like the title that we choose is Family Engagement in School, Parent, Educator and Community Perspective. What is family engagement? Family engagement in school means a parent and school cooperation at the classroom, local and system level to support and improve the learning, development, and health of children. Based on the description of research problem studies of family engagement in children's education reveal large associations between family engagement and success for students. Family engagement improve classroom dynamic and increase teacher expectations, student teacher relationships, and cultural competence, regardless of student age groups. Engagement is important to help kids feel like connected with their caregiver, family, and communities. Kids who are connected, they will feel safe, secure, and supported, and they are ready to achieve their education. We move to the next slide.
Okay, next is about the content. So for the first is the population of the research, which is all of the parent participants have that one child that enroll in a designated at the risk programs such as the Head Start, pre-kindergarten, and also high priority school district, which means the range of needs as indicated by the focus group members is included with the employment, transportation, and also resources such as groceries and also medical care. And for the second is about the research study focus is to explore the views of the family engagement in the school, which is from preschool to grade 12. It is also included with the parents, educators, and the community members in order to using the ecological framework. And the third is about the numbers of sample based on the research, which is 99 respondents. Based on the 99 respondents, there was 48 settled on to be the parents, 39 choose to be the instructors, and 12 choose to be the committee members. Other than that, there was groups which is mothers engage much more frequently rather than the fathers in the school. So the parents that took part in the discussion group had as at least one of the children that enrolled in a program from preschool to grade 12. And for the fourth is about the things that we categorize as the subtopic of this research is that the schools can play an important role to help the children to develop a sense of engagement and improve the overall well-being of the children, which means this can be done by providing more family oriented activities at the school by the teachers as a purpose for them to involve and engage to develop their relationship and also the bonding. And the next one is about the area that the research was conducted. which is there was a 10 semi-structured focus group that also included with the 5 urban groups, 4 rural groups, and 1 is the countryside group, which is from the Midwestern state. So, according to that, the parents and educators participated in each of the group, which was conducted in English, and there was a focus group chosen as the research method to collect the data and to understand their opinions based on the parents, educators, and also the community members. And for the last part is that the person that conducted the research is by the 2 authors, which is the first one is Noel E. Kelty and also Tomoko Wakabayashi. Noel is the first author that are working with the families, which is with the special need parents and also the kids, which is she also experience with the school's program and as well as working with the families at the school. And for the second authors, which is the Tomoko, she is the second author that has a lot of experience with the research methods and focusing on kids and families among the communities and also the schools. And the first author was conducted the analysis, while the second author is the person that checked the researcher effects. And we're moving to the next part.
So as for me, I will be present for the critics. So there is the 4 opinion. The 4 credit that I found in the article, which is 2 way of different knowledge, 2 way of communication, no privacy and judgment, less involvement for both of in the event. So both parents and teacher have their own different knowledge. As for the parents, they have their rational knowledge, which they got from the experience when they was as a child until they become an adult. As for the teacher, they have the specialized knowledge, which is they got from diploma, degrees, and maybe from when they become a master, like for their own sigils. The second is 2 way of communication. Like parents have the different perspective for the different perspective from the teacher. Like they thinking like why teacher can teach their children to be a better student or why their child got a bad grade. So as for the teacher having the struggle and difficulty to explain the what happened to their children, like what happened, why their children behave and acting in certain manner, which is might lead to the misunderstanding and might shatter the relationship between parents and the teacher. The third is no privacy and judgment, which is because as we are in the 21st century, parents be able to see the result in the website, which is the teacher and student might feel like having the no privacy in the class. So they might be criticized as for their job as the teacher. And as for the parent, they feel judgment because they might think that the teacher think parents don't have any that knowledge to teach their children to be a good student. For the less involvement for both of the party event, if the most of the parents will not be able to come to the class or any kind of important event such as sport event or there's an outward event because they are quite busy from the work or they do not want to come because they think it's not that important. Or maybe some of the teachers think that parents should not be able to and should not attend that event because they think that parents attendance is unnecessary. So the next is explain the importance of the building parent and teacher partnership. This is an opinion that we talk for this article. It's like a two-way interaction between the home and school, which is really important. So the teacher know what the student do at the home, and parents know what happened at the school. These also be able to increase student behavior to the in the good way, because the student is become a good student. It is also allow them to discover what is possible and what is not possible for the student, and also support the children learning, which is very good for the children, because at last the parents and the teacher come to the end to the understanding each other problem and each other difficulty. That's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
So I will be describe the importance of being sensitive to differences in family structures as well as social and cultural backgrounds as they relate to child rearing practices. So for the first point is reduce conflict among the family. So causes of family conflict is due to lack of communications that will make a person, especially children, feel like their needs and desires are not worth sharing. Next point is create self-discipline. Self-discipline can improve, especially for children, in their learning and also enhance their performance. It is like a muscle where the more they work on developing their um, progress, their growth, and using it, the stronger it will become. Next is protect children from the effects of toxic stress and inflammation. So how can adults help children deal with toxic stress is by having a parents who listen, friends to talk to, hugs, and help in thinking through solutions are ways children feel support. Notice students' behavior. Well-developed observation skills can tell us if there are, especially the children is experiencing in distress. I will move to the next presenter.
Okay, so I will explain about the needs and the challenges of families caring for children with special needs. So the needs of families that have children with special needs is, of course, a compassionate friends and family. Uh, Compassionate friends and family is definitely the parents' need, because a child with special needs may be difficult to manage due to its disabilities, but with support and caring of our friends and families, they must treat the children like a normal children, but with the patience and caring, so the children will feel loved. Next, physical activity and nutrition. Physical activity and nutrition, this may appear to be a minor concern, but for many parents advocating for their disabled children, there simply aren't enough hours in the day to meet their daily requirements and practice self-care. Next is more time. Well, for parents with special needs children may not have enough more, time, because due to its, maybe they may be struggling with employment and parenting, because they have special needs children. So it's difficult for them to have even to have a me time. Uh, they also may have meeting and other appointments in the. Next is challenges. The first point is emotional. As they have special needs children, parents often experience stress, fear, guilt, and concern. Special needs parents usually experience stress and worry emotion as they need to take care of their disabled child. Next is empathy and understanding from others. So many families are faced with lack of understanding from others when it comes to the challenges of raising child with special needs. It might be not understanding your child behaviors or sensory issues, but it might be that you can't attend a birthday party because it's too loud. Next is finding places to go on vacation. Finding places to go on vacation is quite difficult, especially when you have children with special needs, because you might struggling with their manners and behaviors in front of other people. Last point is self-care and support. Parents of special needs children are frequently feel tired and depressed. The reserve of time and resources of self-care are even lower than those of normal parents. However, their need for refueling is higher. It is critical for parents to attend to their own needs in order to preserve through the marathon of caring for our children with special needs. So next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, so next is about the evaluate effects the community has on a child and his or her family. So we have positive side and also negative side. So for the positive side, it helps them build practical life skills that lead to enhanced independent skills, improve their independent skills. Next is they can learn, work, and play alongside everyone else. They can work together with their friends, with their peers. Next point is give them a path to recovery for those who feel isolated and unwanted. For the negative effect, children with special needs will have low awareness about their educations. And next point is tend to do separation towards other communities because they are not participate in any activities, any community activities in their place. Next point is underdeveloped social skills and many crippling anxiety. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Is identify community resources available to support children development, learning, well-being, and special needs. So for the teacher must observe and assess special needs children before judging them. Like teacher need to accept the way that special needs children are special. The second point is teacher have to show their respect and affection for children with special needs, and teacher must show a positive facial expression. Means like teacher need to give a positive vibe to the children. So for the parents part, parent need to be a motivator. They need to like give support to their children so that children being able to like focus on their education. Next is that parents must encourage their children to pursue to the best of their abilities, and parents also should be as informants. So we move to the next slide.
So, identify community resources available to support children development, learning, well-being, and also special needs. So there are two categories here, which is society and also government. So for the first one, society is to provide a support and assistance to children with the special requirement, which is we as a teachers can encourage the children special activities to the special need children. And for the second one is a society must be open-minded. This is maybe the community members and the society can accept them with full of their heart. And for the third point is treat them just like a normal children. As we all know that special need children are different and they are special than the typical children. So we need to treat them as the normal children. And for the government categories, there are 2 points, which is develop and execute a variety of program. This is, for example, like the government and the community members can create so many type of activities or events that suitable to the special need children, that they can join and enjoy the events or the programs. And for the second point is open a number of school with learning disabilities. So this is, for example, like the schools, not only focus on the normal children or the typical children, they still can they can still encourage the children with the special needs, so that they can encourage them through their studies at the school, which is the teachers can encourage them and help them for their better future. And we're moving to the next slide.
So for the conclusion, parents' engagement and communication between teacher is improved. A good relationship between teacher and parent can help the school learn more about the student. This means teachers are better equipped to help students achieve their best. Children spend most of the time with their parents more than teachers do. That is why parents' connection between a teacher is important, so that parent and teacher can communicate in a good way to know their children educational progress. In the research show that the level of parental involvement is associated with academic success. Children whose parents are actively involved in their schooling benefit better than children whose parents are passively involved. So means that uh, as a parent we need to active like to know about our children educational progress by have a good connection with their teacher. So that's all from us. Thank you.